5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You blitz all night. And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm gonna take every last one of you out.
Hey, the blitz is coming, boys.
What's going on? Welcome back to the Blitz. I'm your host, William Spencer, and this show provides you with the latest and greatest in news, tips, tricks, and advice to help you win your fantasy league in just 5 minutes or less. Week 2 is coming to a close with Monday Night Football's doubleheader with the Texans and Bucks and Chargers and Raiders. But there are plenty of stats and numbers coming out of Sunday's slate of games, so in this episode we'll cover the good, the bad, and the ugly from Week 2. But before we jump into the episode, make sure that you're following the Fantasy's Finest YouTube channel for the latest episodes of The Blitz. And you can also find The Blitz in audio format on your favorite podcast platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. And make sure to like, share, and comment on the podcast episode, as it helps us see what you guys like and it helps grow the channel via the algorithms. Now, let's jump into what we can get from the good and bad and ugly from the second week of fantasy football. Now, while I might usually ask for the bad first and then the good, we'll keep things in line with the order of the episode's title. So, first, the good. We saw several bounce back performances from players who flopped in week 1. Jamar Chase stomped out the Jaguars secondary with 165 yards and a touchdown on 14 targets. Giants wide receiver Malik Neighbors also returned to glory this week, smoking my Cowboys secondary with the most yards in week 1 with 167 and 2 touchdowns. The running back position also saw a resurgence in week 2 with Lions running back Jahmyr Gibbs looking like the reason we all drafted him in the top 5, cruising past the Bears defense with 104 total yards and a touchdown. This line would place Gibbs inside the top 10 for week 2. Seahawks running back Kenneth Walker bounced back against the Steelers, rushing for 105 yards on 13 carries and a touchdown. After being outworked by Zach Charbonnet in snaps and carries, it was good to see Walker be involved in week 2. But, of course, you can't have too much good without something being bad. Lions tight end Sam Laporta was left out of all the fun as Detroit put the beats on Ben Johnson and the Chicago Bears 52-12. Laporta would only see 4 targets in the contest with just 26 yards. Bills quarterback Josh Allen, after packing up the Baltimore Ravens in week 1 and finishing as the QB1 with nearly 39 fantasy points, came crashing back to earth with 148 yards and no touchdowns against the Jets. Not even a rushing touchdown. Now, Allen would finish with 11.8 fantasy points in week 2. And speaking of crashing back to earth, Ravens running back Derrick Henry left fantasy managers hanging. He got put in the doghouse by the Cleveland Browns with just 11 carries and 23 yards in the game. And now the ugly. A few of the rookie players that everyone, including myself, was fawning over this offseason, they aren't panning out. Travion Henderson saw just 3 carries against the Miami Dolphins to Ramondre Stevenson's 11. Stevenson also outgained the rookie 142 total yards to 40. RJ Harvey, Ollie Gordon, and deep sleeper Kyle Monangai are just some of the names that aren't really putting up numbers just yet. Granted, it's early, but holding on to them on fantasy rosters is starting to get tough. And don't even bother bringing up Steelers rookie Caleb Johnson. He might not be ready for the NFL this season with the mistakes that he's making. There are plenty of other players that fit these categories for week 2. So leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know what your takes are for week 2's good, bad, and ugly for fantasy football. But that will wrap it up in this episode of The Blitz. Make sure that you're subscribed to the Fantasy's Finest YouTube channel or on Spotify and Apple Podcasts so you don't miss out on the next show. See you guys in the next one.
Yo, come back now, yeah!